Hey, welcome back to Revo Now, your go-to channel for cutting-edge tech and global power shifts. Today, we're diving into a jaw-dropping story, ASML's $1 billion mistake and how Huawei is seizing the moment to reshape the semiconductor world. This isn't just about chips, it's a high-stakes battle for tech supremacy. Want to know how it affects you? Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Revo Now for more explosive insights. Let's jump in. ASML's billion-dollar misstep. Let's start with the big question. What was ASML's $1 billion mistake? ASML, the Dutch giant, is the world's leading supplier of photolithography machines. Think of them as the backbone of modern chip making. Their extreme ultraviolet, EUV, machines are critical for producing cutting-edge chips used in everything from smartphones to AI. But here's where things went wrong. In the early 2020s, ASML faced intense pressure from US-led sanctions to restrict sales of its advanced EUV machines to Chinese companies, including Huawei and its chip-making partner, SMIC. The goal? Slow China's progress in advanced semiconductors. But ASML underestimated Huawei's resilience. By 2023, Huawei and SMIC were developing workarounds, investing heavily in domestic chip technology to bypass ASML's stranglehold. The mistake: ASML's over-reliance on Western markets and compliance with sanctions left a gap that China eagerly filled. Reports estimate ASML lost potential sales worth over $1 billion in China due to these restrictions, while Huawei and SMIC poured billions into alternative tech. For example, SMIC's advancements in 5nm chip production in 2024 without EUV shocked the industry. This wasn't just a financial hit, it was a strategic fumble that gave Huawei a window to strike. Stick with me, because the real drama is how Huawei turned this into a game changer. Huawei's strategic strike. Huawei didn't just sit back, it struck with precision. Here's how they capitalized on ASML's misstep. Move 1. Domestic innovation surge. Blocked from ASML's EUV machines, Huawei invested heavily in China's homegrown semiconductor ecosystem. By 2024, Huawei's HiSilicon division and SMIC had made breakthroughs in chip design and manufacturing. For instance, Huawei's Kirin 9000's chip, powering its Mate 60 series, matched the performance of Western 7nm chips despite using older deep ultraviolet DUV tech. This stunned analysts, as it showed China could innovate under pressure. Move 2. Building a parallel supply chain. Huawei didn't stop at chips. It spearheaded efforts to create a self-sufficient supply chain, reducing reliance on Western tech. From wafer production to packaging, Chinese firms like Nora and AMEC stepped up, backed by government subsidies. In 2024, China's domestic chip equipment market grew by 30%, while ASML's market share in China dropped from 49% in 2020 to under 20%. Huawei's supply chain pivot is a direct jab at ASML's dominance. Move 3. Global market push. Huawei's not just playing defense, it's going global. By leveraging its 5G dominance and affordable high-performance devices, Huawei expanded its market share in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. In 2024, Huawei's smartphone sales surged 40% year-over-year in emerging markets, outpacing Apple and Samsung. This cash flow fuels its chip ambitions, challenging ASML's customers like TSMC and Intel. Huawei's strike is bold, but is it enough to topple ASML's empire? Let's explore the fallout for ASML and the West. ASML's mistake isn't just a corporate blunder, it's a wake-up call for the West. Here's how it's hitting. Market share erosion. ASML's restricted sales to China cost it billions in revenue and opened the door for Chinese competitors. In 2025, analysts predict China's domestic chip equipment market could rival Japan's, cutting ASML's global dominance. Tech race lag. Huawei's advancements in DUV-based chip making show that sanctions didn't stop China, they accelerated its innovation. The West's reliance on ASML's EUV tech now looks like a single point of failure. Economic ripple effects. The semiconductor supply chain is critical for industries like automotive and AI. Huawei's push for self-reliance threatens Western manufacturers who depend on ASML's machines, potentially spiking costs and delaying production. But it's not all doom and gloom. The West is fighting back with new strategies. But are they too late? Keep watching to find out. The West's counterattack. ASML and its Western allies aren't standing still. Here's how they're responding to Huawei's strike. Ramping up. EUV production. ASML is doubling down on its EUV machines, aiming to outpace competitors with next-gen 3nm and 2nm tech. In 2024, ASML delivered 60 EUV systems globally, with plans to hit 90 by 2026. But production bottlenecks and high costs, each machine costs $380 million, limit their reach. Allied investments. The US and EU are pouring funds into chip making. The US CHIPS Act, with $52 billion in subsidies, is boosting domestic players like Intel and TSMC. Europe's $43 billion CHIPS Act aims to secure 20% of global chip production by 2030. Sanction tightening. The US is expanding export controls, targeting not just ASML's machines, but also software and maintenance services. This could slow Huawei's progress, but it risks escalating trade tensions and higher consumer prices. The West's response is aggressive, but Huawei's momentum is fierce. The suspense is killing me. What's the endgame here? What this means for you? Why does this tech war matter to you? Whether you're a tech enthusiast, investor, or everyday consumer, Huawei's strike and ASML's mistake have real-world impacts. Rising costs, chip shortages and trade barriers could drive up prices for phones, cars, and laptops. In 2024, global chip prices rose 15% due to supply chain strains. Innovation shifts. Huawei's push into AI and 5G means cheaper cutting-edge tech in some markets, but Western consumers might face delays as companies play catch-up. Investment opportunities. The chip war is creating winners and losers. ASML's stock dipped 10% in 2024 amid China concerns, while Chinese tech stocks like SMIC soared. Diversifying into both could be a smart play. Here's the big question. Will Huawei's strike redefine the tech landscape, or will ASML and the West reclaim their lead? The answer's coming, so don't go anywhere. Oh, and if this deep dive into the chip war blew your mind, smash that like button, share this video with your tech-savvy friends, and subscribe to Revo now for more game-changing insights. Your support fuels our mission, the future. So what's next in this high-stakes chip showdown? By 2030, some analysts predict China could control 30% of global chip production, up from 15% today. Huawei's strike is a bold move, but ASML's tech moat is deep. The real suspense lies in execution. Can Huawei scale its innovations? Can ASML outmaneuver a rising China? The stakes couldn't be higher. Chips power everything. Your phone, your car, even global defense systems. Whoever wins this race could dictate the future of technology. Now, we want your take. Are you Team Huawei, betting on their underdog rise, or Team ASML, banking on Western tech dominance? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every single one. And tell us what you want next on Revo Now. More chip war updates, AI breakthroughs, global tech battles. Your ideas shape our content. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a Revo Now video. Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Revo Now signing off.